why are neurosciences are warning you to delete your social media?
Yes, yes. Why is that? Why do you think they're wanting us to actually delete our social media? It's because it's literally changing the way we think about things, right? Think about all this anxiety and depression that we have these days when it comes to just living our lives. We have all that because of the constant comparison and that distortion of how we view another person's life versus our own. We're not good enough for ourselves anymore.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm sitting here just thinking about it's so many things that's going through my head on like why that they are telling us this. So that means that we will never be content with the things that we got. We will always look for that next hit, that next thing that better looking person, that person that make me feel magical on the inside. And
Yes.
okay, I want better friends, I want richer friends, I want friends who are earthy or conscious, or just whatever. So yeah, I definitely know that just right now where we are going, it may not be a really good place. So
I agree. In fact, I want to bring up this scripture because I think it'll bring a lot of context to this particular issue. A lot of people, who don't understand the word, they say the Bible is old and it's not,
it's outdated.
it's outdated, it's old, it has no context with what we're going on today. Well, it's called the living word because it is everlasting, and it is the thing that will answer any question we have at any point in time, even right now. And it answers the question of how we should handle social media, right? So I want to look at Philippians 4 and 8, if we can. Okay, great. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things.
Quality.
Amen.
If that's
Amen.
not conscious, that right there is a mantra for the country's outlet.
It is. It really is. I mean, think about it. Applying this wisdom, we can consciously choose what we consume online, right?
Right.
We can prioritize content that aligns with these positive attributes. And this practice can really help us guard against the negative impact of social media on our thought patterns.
Yeah. It's almost like, hey, just like even these glasses. I don't know if y'all ever watched The Matrix, but I wore this, for I think his name was Morpheus. He was like, hey, you either got the red pill or you got the blue pill.
Yep.
The red pill signified you actually choosing truth and everything, and then the blue pill is like, hey, you can either continue to live in a lie. And so
Yes.
I think that it's easier to live in a lie, because I always say this: people would rather be clothed with a lie, but rather than having the naked truth, because it actually hurts, and it is like a double-edged sword. But if you're one of those people who actually values truth, and that's something that I do, and even my friends around me, whether I want to hear it or not, it's important to your growth. It's actually important to how you are as a person, and because someone is looking at us to get inspiration. So, because a lot of times people may not see God, but you may be that only version of God that that person sees. And so I know that that's important. Just overall, like, we have to make our mark on the world when it comes to social media. So nobody is saying like, hey, you got to be this perfect person, but you have to be understanding and cognizant of what you're putting out and also what you're receiving. So just us even receiving all of this information at a alarming rate, it does affect us whether we want to agree to it or not. Like, I was telling Miracle, I was like, man, I did a lot of things for attention. Like, she was like, you like attention? I was like, no, I don't. I was like, hey, if I get it, I get it. But at the same time, So, but at the same time, it's something that I had to come in terms with. So I say for the past 6 months, I haven't been posting me. I just been posting things that I'm doing, stuff that doesn't have like my face on it and stuff like that.
Faceless.
Exactly. So I think that it definitely will help out just even taking a break and focusing on your
Yes.
family, focus on development and the future. So that's my little tidbit.
Yes, for me, social media is a huge distraction. Like it is definitely a way I get that short-term dopamine effect. And because I know this, and because social media is also a part of the way I spread this message and spread the gospel, I'm working now on just trying to post what can edify that, right? And then dipping out. That's what I'm trying to do now. Because truthfully, like I said, there's no long-term happiness with keeping social media in the picture. And because everyone is now consuming so much content, I'm hoping within that the message here can reach them too, right? And let's remember the power of digital detoxes, right? Taking regular breaks, like you were saying,
Yeah,
it can really refresh our minds and allow us to engage more meaningfully in the present moment that we're in now. And I
that's
think
good. That's
as like
good.
content creators like you and I, we can really play a role in that just by fostering genuine connections like we're trying to do here and sharing messages that really uplift and inspire and striking that balance, between approaching social media with, like I said, a discerning eye and using wisdom to help you along that path, right? If you know you've been doing it, if you've been making social media your idol, it's
You need to check
time
yourself.
it's time to get back to it, okay? So, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
wanna
we're trying to make a conscious community. So, excuse me. So we can actually um, help people because a lot of times, I mean, you even see even some of the, most rich, superstars or even TikTok influencers who making money. And then you realize like how or why did they kill themselves? They had everything. They was making $50,000 a month.
Yes,
Why did they off themselves?
exactly.
If you got the perfect lives, so it has to be something else that's actually affecting people. Like we got to have some type of foundation, you know?
Yes.
As y'all see, I'm real passionate about that, bucking them eyes.
We also want to look at a few more comments. I just sent a few to our amazing producers.
Amazing. And don't forget to like and comment, subscribe.
Please, like for the algorithm.
Like for the algorithm.
Okay. Younger girls who use social media a lot have higher rates of depression. That is true. That is very true. I think it's especially true for younger women because in that age we're going through a lot of changes with our bodies. We're quickly going from little girls to women, and it's a lot of changes and stressors and emotions packed in that because we have to shift the way we see ourselves mixed with the way the world sees us. And so it's kind of like social media on top of that, it does not make for a good mix for younger girls.
Whenever I have a daughter and if she on social media too much, I'm snatch a knot and make
Oh,
changes.
I don't want her on social media like at all, to be honest. We don't at all. So, yes. Oh, from my mom. Pride of life, lust of the eye, lust of the flesh.
Yes. We definitely have to be really, really in tune because that pride of life and then the lust of the eyes. So the eyes is the lamp to the soul. So we're constantly feeding things, and all of this actually ties into like the word. It ties into our topic for today because like we see so much and then we're like, okay, I want the car, I want the house, I want the beautiful
Oh my
family,
God.
perfect looking family. And then on the outside everyone is like, oh, you got this great relationship, but no, we sometimes we fight like cats and dogs or something.
I'm
And
telling you.
people don't know, and then they want what they think what it is. It's like, I mean, it's been people like, oh yeah, I think you this awesome guy. You just seem so nice. I'm like, nah, I'm really not nice. I look nice, but I'm kind of mean. I hurt your feelings.
No, he won't. He's very sweet. Do you guys see social media as a huge influence right now? If so, what are some ways that you do digital detoxes, right? And yeah.
I guess, how I do it is, you're just gonna have to delete the app off your phone. I think Instagram is like one of my most, I would say kryptonites or whatever. And so I just say you got to delete it, because if you say, oh yeah, I'm just not gonna go on it, kid you not, you're gonna find yourself just clicking on it, because I have whatever.
Yeah, so, honestly, same.
So what about you? What's actually one thing that you would say, or I guess a thing that you have done, because you have done it before? So
yeah, I delete the app, I lock it, I do a lot of things, and I also consciously find myself just clicking the app too.
So mostly, do you read? Is it something that you read, like just like a book, just to make sure that you're
To be honest, I did try reading books to stop myself from going on Instagram or on any social media platform. It was mainly like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, right? Stop getting on Twitter. It got me way too upset. And then Instagram, I don't really scroll. I just look at stories. And then with YouTube, I'm on YouTube. That's my app right there. YouTube is my app. I find myself, the book reading thing does not help me get off those apps. But the only book that literally has helped me get off is reading the Bible. I kid you not. I start reading the Bible and I no longer feel that urge to get on social media, at least for that moment. I have to keep reading. It's kind of like fasting. You know how when you're hungry, you have to fill yourself with the word.
Exactly.
That's the same thing when I do digital detoxes. It's like I'm fasting from it. And so that's what I usually do to help myself with that. But yeah, any final thoughts so we can close this thing out?
I would definitely just say you, as a person who is very practical, you just need to build a community of brothers, a community of sisters, someone that will definitely stay on top of you and be like, hey, no, you don't need to do that. Hey, you need to go running, you need to exercise, to basically get to a point to where you're not even thinking about it. Because just think about it, if we have to wean ourselves off of it, that we really got a problem,
Send any questions you guys have, concerns, whatever, or some fan mail. We like to hear from you guys. So,
yeah, and
even off the show, we love live comments.
Exactly, and make sure y'all post it on your Instagram story. I mean, we trying to go global with this. I got a really, really big, mindset when it comes to this. This been in the working for years, but it took God having to bless me with a great partner, so.
Right. So until next time, keep growing, keep questioning, and keep seeking wisdom to navigate this dynamic world that we live in. All right. We'll see you next time.